Right, sorry about that guys, welcome back to my channel. Just had to answer that because the guy who's ringing me is the guy that got me the job in a way, so I had to say thank you. I owe him big time. Right, that little boat there, that's a dredger, and this is the River Humber, guys. There's a little boat coming in. There's another little boat coming in. That's nearly empty, that's a container boat, that. Hardly any containers on it. This is why I'm changing my career. That's DFDS. That's normally full to the top. You can only see a couple of trailers on the weather deck. So I presume, because I'm self-employed, it would be another month before I start getting work. That there, that's Bull Fort. They was going to make that into a rehab centre. I don't know what it's going to be now. That's Cleethorpes Pier, and a poxy little big wheel, the monument. Right guys, I'm getting back in my car because it's bloody freezing out here. Wow, it is cold out today. Right, so that's the DFD. I can't believe there's nothing on that weather deck. That's normally full to the brim. It's even high up in the water, so there's not much. You can't really see now, we're out of focus. That's quite high up in the water as well. And so is that container vessel. That's high up in the water, and that's coming in, import. So there's not much happening for this month on the docks and for lorry drivers. Like I say, there was I went into Exceed the other day, and there must have been 12 lorries all parked up. So that's 12 of us all stood down. So I'm going into the recycling game, learning. I've never done it before, so it's something new. And he's just asked me, while he was interviewing me, a casual interview, wasn't a shirt and tie job. I always like to look smart, so I got dressed up a little and didn't put a tie on or anything. He was just telling me about this new contract he's got, or possibly getting. Something to do with plastics in tarmac. Can't say too much, just in case it buggers him up and people jump on the bandwagon. Well, that's what I'm intending to do, learn as much as this as possible, and then I will go self-employed again if things pull off. Because I'm just one of those guys that just likes to progress in my life. I love learning. Didn't learn much at school, I've got to say. I left school with no education whatsoever. School was for playing, having a laugh. And since I've left school, I've passed my exams. That's reset. Well, I didn't even take exams when I was at school, so a few years ago, say 8 years ago maybe, I sat my maths and English exam. Got grade B in that, both of them, which is acceptable. So it's quiet on this beach today. Normally got a load of joggers and weightlifters on this beach. Quite disappointed with myself because I've been stopped smoking since New Year. And while I was getting interviewed by the gaffer, every one of them smokes and was all sat there. I didn't take a fag off them, but he said we have a communal pouch of tobacco on the table. Thought, well, if I'm working with a load of smokers, And I've just put on water pouch, to be fair, to be honest. So I'll put my pouch of tobacco on the table for everybody to smoke. Then they can't complain on me when I take a fag for dinner break, because that's all I intend to do, is 1 or 2 cigarettes a day. Because I'm not into vapes. If I'm going to quit, I'm going to quit big time. Knock it on the head and go cold turkey, so to say. So that's what I've done since Christmas or New Year. I haven't been out and bought a pouch of baccy, gone cold turkey. I haven't gone anywhere, I haven't done anything. I was getting a bit worried about my mortgage payment coming up. I've missed a mortgage payment for January. So if I don't get money coming in for February, I'll be 2 months behind on my mortgage. Well, if you've been watching my channel with all my bills, or I only got these bills because I learned about lawful rebellion, and it's powerful. Because I haven't had a single letter off the debt collectors since I've wrote them letters. So it does work. And I've helped people. I've helped 4 people with a debt so far. Got British Gas off a woman's back. Some woman from British Gas was 400 quid in debt and they got the bailiffs on her, the debt collectors. So I've helped her. Got my ex-missus changing their company and a mother-in-law changing their electric and gas company. So that little bit, I know it did people's head in, because it would have done mine. But if I could help one person, which I've helped more than that, I've achieved something. I achieved something with a lorry driving, actually. Because my job description was a lorry driver and I didn't get out and dragging stuff out the back. Sod that. And if I kept doing it, Aldi's prices would have gone up. I can guarantee that, because they'd have heard me, one lorry driver, saying, I'm taking this stuff back, I'm not here to unload you. Then they'd all jump on the bandwagon. So it's a good job, really. I've quit. I can't see me quitting lorry driving forever, because it's a good paid job to just sit on your backside and doing nothing. And I do like driving, always have. And I've always liked driving machinery. When I was waiting for DFDS, which is just that vessel just gone past, that one there is a DFDS vessel. When I worked for that company, I was there 6 or 7 years. I gave every tea break up and every dinner time up. And the lads who I worked with all used to slag me off. Oh, you don't sit with us. No, while you're having your tea break and talking crap with each other, mate, I'm learning machinery. I learned to drive the fork trucks from a 2 ton to a 50 ton. I learned and passed out the top lift, which takes the containers off the lorries and stacks them up. I was just learning to drive the crane. And then they laid 400 of us off in 2008, which ruined my life. I was happy at that company. Bent over backwards, gave them my blood. But shit happens. So, guys, once I get working, and I know a lot of you like to watch the driving programmes, so once I get working, I've got my car back on the road, got rid of my little Golf, spent numerous £100s on that to get it through an MOT, and then it failed it. And the guy went, I just had to scrap it, mate. So I scrapped my Golf. Well, I sold it to a mechanic, and it's actually back on the road now, because I saw it the other day. Spoke to the guy that owns it. In fact, the guy who owns it was the mechanic, and he helped me get this back on the road. My little Skoda. Yeah, I drive a little Skoda Superb. Absolutely awesome car. Fast, spacey. So I'm quite happy. I've had this from new. 2006 plate. It's done 60,000 miles. 60. How many miles has it done? 65,000 miles, I think that says. From new. So, this will last me another 10 or 15 years, easy. So I start work on Tuesday. He rang me up and asked me to start Monday, but I've got a physiotherapist appointment. There's a little vessel going there, look. Container vessel. So that's full-ish. It's getting to be a little busy river again. That's the dredger. That's an eyesore of a breakwater. Absolutely eyesore. Considering they all used to be like that, all wooden. I learned to swim in this River Humber when I was about 5 or 6. My brother and sister and all our friends around the local area, we used to go canoeing, swimming, like you do in the day when you're young. Yeah, I don't know whether I've done the right choice or not, swapping my career, but I can't have another month off the dole. I did get told I'd be back and driving in March. Well, that could be mid or end March. So that's 3 months without any cash. Because the government don't give you much. And crafty little sods. I can't even get, well, I can now, I'm going to start work, but I've got holiday pay. I've been saving up holiday pay with my accountant all year. Because when you're self-employed, the idea is not to pay any tax, or least tax as possible. So there's a little ploy. You put money away, and it's tax-free for holiday. So that's what I've done all the year, all last year. Because I did 3 or 4 days work in January, I'm over the threshold to gain any money whatsoever. So I didn't take my holiday pay out to pay my mortgage, because they'll class it as an income. Yeah, it's already been, that was my income. So if I didn't get this job, I'd be another month without any cash whatsoever. Twisted little government system. And this is why I enjoy playing with the bailiffs. And I know that does people's heads in, because it used to. My ex-missus, she used to complain about it. Dag, dag, dag. But I've helped people. Because the bailiff ain't got any power to do anything. Or debt collector, I should say. Ain't got power to do anything. All they do is bully you. They pick on single women, the vulnerable that don't know the law and don't know the rights. I post all my factual information, because I only talk facts with it. I won't bullshit people. I post it online on British Gas's website and whatever other, and they delete it instantly because they don't want people to know about promissory notes. Stated on the bills of exchange, it's a financial instrument. And for those that are in debt or struggling, I suggest you go read up on it. It takes an hour or two. I printed it off, so it's there, handy, highlighted. So when I have to write a letter now, I just have to look through these pieces of paper that I've printed off, look for the highlighted bits, wham bang, send the letter off. Postal mechanics. I'll do another video on that for any other people that want to subscribe or watch my channel. Like I say, I'll get a phone holder for me my car, and we'll go touring the country on my days off. Because I know some people, there's a couple of young lads that have got subscribers, and they like watching me driving round. And who knows how long this job will last. No one's secure in this day and age, not one single person. Like DFDS, that employed in Immingham alone over 1,000 people. And they had to lay 400 people off in one day. Times was hard in the recession. And we're coming to another recession. So nobody's secure. But I think recycling's the future. So I've jumped on the bandwagon. I'm going to learn as much as I can. Just in case it goes tits up. It'll never end, recycling. But you got to have that start and a little bit of knowledge to get these jobs. And luckily I felt lucky because the owner used to live down the street. The guy that got me the job lives down the same street as me. That's a Suzuki motorbike. Well guys, I'll pause it here. When I was a kid, this used to be thriving. Not no more. Right, I've got a few errands to do today. One for the ex-missus, one for the ex-mother-in-law. Really disappointed with myself. I've had to buy a pouch of tobacco. And I've had 2 fags. Well, I'll have stopped smoking by the end of this year. I can guarantee it. So guys, take care. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Life's great. Say if I didn't have... Last year, funnily enough, last year I knew what was going to happen as soon as I saw this new planner come in. But I said we had a discussion of 4 or 5 drivers of us. One of the drivers left instantly. Got messed about. My weight diminished from 5 days, 6 days to maybe 7 days some weeks to 4-day weeks, which I intended to do in the first place to cut my tax down and things. And plus I could be getting banned soon anyway. Got a court case in April the 5th. Looking forward to taking a judge on. Been studying law for nearly 1.5 years, nearly 2 years, so can't wait to have a go with him. Well, I'll post the outcome. Obviously I'm going to keep posting things, because once you get the bug, got a row of seagulls here, all stood back to back with next to each other. Where are they? Can you see them? Just in front of that bloke, there's one gone. All in a row. About 10 of them. Aye. Like I say, if I was able, because that 1 day a week that I was missing all last year through the planner's crap planning, that would have seen me through till April, May this year. I wouldn't have had to do anything. This is how it is every year for a self-employed guy when you're lorry driving. Last year, not last year, the year before, the decent planner, the best planner I've worked with, he guaranteed he'd keep me in work all that winter. And here I was. 5 days a week, 6 days a week. And those 5 days, 6 days, like I say, would have got me money, able to last it, pay me debts, my way, all the way till April. Because when I first started working as a lorry driver, I worked from August till whenever, and I had about 8 grand just to take the winter off. I haven't been able to do it this year, and I'm a bit of a worrier in a way. It don't get to me. Money doesn't bother me, but I worry about my mortgage. That's the only thing I do worry about, is my mortgage. All the other debts, just fictional. Even your mortgage is fictional, to be truthful. But as long as you keep paying that, got a roof over my head, happy times, innit? Don't need gas, don't need electric, although they still supply me free of charge. Like I rung them up the other day, still waiting for a phone back off the manager 4 days later. When I ring them up again, I'll be recording the phone call, because I always do, for legal reasons. When we go to court, it's all on recorded. They'll be quite shocked when I tell them first instance that you'll be getting billed for this phone call, because I've had to wait 4 days. They don't know my circumstances. I've met the big corporations pay, they're on billions. All the shareholders. Right guys, I've got to, I'll drive us to the bottom of the road, because it's, shouldn't be driving holding a phone, but it is the beach. I'll just finish this roll up off. It's a grey gloomy day today guys. Stood outside with that bloke getting interviewed and I was shivering. Oh, where's my keys? Well, I don't know what that globe thing's about. Got a little coal tit coming to see me. I had half a dozen blackbirds in my pond this morning, all in the waterfall washing themselves. They're ever so cute. That's a daily thing. They all come and sit in my waterfall. Excuse me. Yeah, like I was saying, they all come and sit in my waterfall and have a good splash. It is comical to watch. As I love my nature, always have. Right guys, I'll drive us to the bottom of this road and then I'll have to put the phone down because I don't want nicking. It's bad enough having 5 speeding tickets looming over my head for another 4 months. Which all goes in my favour. It all goes in my favour having these 2 months off as well, because I'll play it with a judge. You got me that worried. Oh, I can't. Phone's crap. I ain't got a clue what that's about. Oh, Black Row. Oh, you made a dome. Even the arcades are all shut. That used to be a good pub. The Punch Bowl. Like a Little Thug, the nightclub up there as well. Like a Little Thug when I was at school. I was nightclubbing at the age of 15 in there. 15-year-old. And there's a pub just down the road called Spanish Steps in my day. Don't know what it's called now, if it is a pub. That used to have underage drinkers in as well. Like I say, I've never been an angel. Not proud of it, but that's the way we were. So guys, I'll try and post once a week once I get working again and get some money so I can have I can get some fuel in my car. I'll take you on some tours of the local areas. Don't know whether that's a law, so I'm going to put the phone down, guys. No way. This is where all the little slappers used to sit when I was a youth. The easy pickings. Right guys, I gotta go because we're on the main road now. That's the pier there. Meant to give way, mate, really. Right guys, I'll catch you all later. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I love you all. Take care.